Hi everyone, it's me Tara coming to you from thecraftsergeant.com. Thanks for joining me today for another YouTube video tutorial. So today I wanted to share with you a really cute card that I created, and here it is. Isn't it cute? So stinky cute. Using one of my favorite stamp sets out of the 2018 holiday catalog, and it's called So Santa. It's a lot of fun, and you want to act fast because this stamp set is going to be no longer available after the first of the year. So we are currently having our year-end closeout right now for a lot of the items that are in the holiday catalog. If you haven't already done so, go over to my online store and place your purchases. I have included a link down below for you to be able to go straight to my online store so you can place your purchases from there, okay? But So Santa is one of those items on the list, and I think it is so stinking adorable. I've done quite a few projects with this card, and I love how fun it is, and I love the sentiments. The only thing with this one is I decided to kind of mix and match. I wanted a different sentiment than the one that was in the set, and they're fun sentiments, don't get me wrong, but I wanted something that said Merry Christmas, so I used the whole set out of the holiday catalog as well, and it's this really pretty Merry Christmas. I got this set because I love sets that you can use for multiple occasions, and this is one of those. In order to get this one, like I said, this is a whole set, so you have to either host a party, a qualifying party, of $150 or more, or if you spend $150 or more, you can get this stamp set as well. And I love it because it has so many different sentiments and like little really cute little images for throughout the year. So it is a really versatile set. Okay, so I used, it's called Warm Hearted. It's photopolymer, as you can see here, and I love the Merry Christmas in there. So to show you some of my other cards that I created or some of the other samples, so this is a card that I created. I think I may have done a video on this. If I have, I will link it somewhere on the screen. If not, then just disregard. But I thought this was so stinking cute. It's the same concept, but this one uses the sentiment from the stamp set, just scooting by with a Christmas high. Another little thing that I created was this really cute little treat box here. It's a mini pizza box, and I used the Santa with the cookies. I thought this was really cute, and you can put cookies in here. And this was a cute little card that I received from one of the ladies I met in the airport on my way back from on stage, which is really cute. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you exactly how I created this card. It's really fun and it's really simple to create. All right, so the first thing I did was I got my cardstock out. So since this is kind of like a basic layout for a A2 size card, you have your piece of thick whisper white that measures 5.5 inches by, I think, 8. I'm getting all confused. Yeah, 8.5. So 5.5 inches by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of cherry cobbler cardstock. This measures I'm trying to do this off the top of my head, 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. Okay, then I have a piece of regular whisper white, and this measures at 3 3/4 inches by 5. I'm going to take my little piece of whisper white here, and the inks that I'm using on this card are cherry cobbler. I'm using some balmy blue. This is what we're going to use to do some of our I don't want to call it sponging, but it's kind of like sponging but with a sponge dauber. And then we're going to use quite a few of our Stampin' blends, and I'm going to, you know, explain which ones I'm going to use. All of the items that you're seeing right now that I'm using on this card, I will have them linked down below in the description box, so that way you can, if there's something that you want to purchase, you can do that too. It'll take you straight over to my store. Then we have Tuxedo Black in Memento ink. This ink is great for Stampin' blend coloring. It doesn't smear and it dries really, really fast. So this is the perfect ink when you're doing using alcohol markers. Of course, you're going to need your stamps, your clear blocks, and then I'm just using my regular Tombow liquid multi-purpose adhesive glue. All right, so for this card, what I did to get the balmy blue cloud around the image without it getting on the image, I created what's called a mask. So this is my mask that I use. You can use it, they have like masking paper, we don't carry that. This is just a piece of Whisper White cardstock that I cut out, and I tried to get as close to the lines as possible. I stamped the image in Tuxedo Black, and then I just used my paper snips and try to get as close to the image as possible without like really doing too much damage, because I'm not really good at fussy cutting. But as you can see, I even cut it kind of like in half so I can get into like the little between his legs and stuff. So I'm going to use this to create that cloud, so that way I don't have to worry about messing up my image. And this is called masking. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my cherry cobbler ink, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment on here first. Now, the reason why I stamp my sentiment first is so that way it gives me a good guideline of where I need to place my Santa. And since this is photopolymer, I am going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat for this. It gives me better, a better ink coverage when I'm stamping with photopolymer stamps. Oop, I almost dropped it. Okay, so then I'm going to take this little guy and I'm going to ink it up and stamp it down just like that. Then I'm going to take my Memento Black, Tuxedo Black, and I'm going to ink up my Santa. Just like that. Make sure I get a good, pretty good ink coverage. And I'm going to stamp him down. Trying to make sure I get him even. There we go. Just like that. All right, the next thing I'm going to do now is I am going to go ahead and create my blue sky background by using my sponge dauber and balmy blue ink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my mask onto here. It might be great if you had like a sticky note, something with stickiness on it, so that way you don't have to hold it down, but I don't mind holding it. And then I'm going to get my little scrap piece of paper out. So I use a little scrap piece of paper to kind of put to get some of the ink off of my dauber. So all you're going to do is you're going to ink up your dauber, and then you're just going to go around and just create like a blue cloud around your image. Just like that. And I'm going to take a little bit more, and then I'm going to come out on the outside of it a little bit and push it up and out. All right, so now we're going to do some of our Stampin' blend coloring. So let me grab my chair because I'm standing up right now. So the first thing I colored was his hat and his jacket. Everything is going to be in, I'm using both the light and the dark of these colors. So I have cherry cobbler. I used the basic black. I have smoky slate. I have the ivory. I have crumb cake. And then you can color your presents any way you want in whatever colors you have. But the ones that I used were the Mango Melody, Old Olive, and Bermuda Bay. So how I colored this is I went in with the dark first, my dark colors first, and then I went in with the lighter color to kind of blend it out. So I put a little bit of black, or excuse me, dark cherry cobbler here, like under his beard a little bit, because there's a shadow under his arm a little bit, under his coat, like that. Oh, wait. And then I'm going to color the present bow while I have it out. And there's like a little ball over there. And then I'm going to take, and I'm using the small tip of the markers for this. And then I'm going to take my light, and then I'm just going to blend it in. You see how pretty that is? This is how I color with these blends. You might have your own technique, or there might be another way to do this, but this is how Tara does her coloring. The biggest thing is you want to kind of try not to put leave your marker like on the paper because it does bleed out. So I try to stay away from the lines as much as possible because it ends up bleeding out a little bit. Ooh. Let me color the present in. I'm going to color this little guy's bow, the little teddy bear that's hanging on for dear life. He's like, no, don't leave me. All right, so, and that's it. So, ooh, and I missed some spots in his coat. Oh my goodness. I missed some of the spots in his coat. But this is kind of like the process that I'm going to use for the coloring. So that's basically it. Now to add a little bit of shimmer and shine, which is the best part of my projects, I think, is adding a little bit of glitter. I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and I'm going to go in all of these little white areas, like his beard and the hat and his suit. And then I'm going to come down here to the ground and it makes it look like it's snow. I love it. All right, so there you go. So that's all for that. So we're gonna take this and now we're gonna assemble our card. And there you go, a really quick and easy card. I love this stamp set, y'all. So I did quite a few of these. I have like more of these. So these are my customer appreciation cards. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this card. Do you like it? Do you like it? So there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Also, to stay up to date on all things Stampin' Up! And to receive notifications of all of my latest uploads, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I have also linked all of the product information down below in the description box. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. So see you next time. Thanks for watching and happy stamping.